Suprabhatam friends, welcome to my channel Plants and Me. This is Dr. Sridevi from Mangaluru, Karnataka, India. Today I am going to salvage a plant that is lavender colored flowered hibiscus plant. I will show you the plant. This is the plant. It's quite bad. I waited for it to recoup, but it doesn't seem to be doing good. This plant is 4 years old. It was given by one of my colleagues. I tried to make a cutting also, but I was not successful. This was given by one of my colleagues. Initially it had flowered beautifully. I'll show you what the flowers look like. This is the color of the flower. It's a beautiful lavender color flower. Actually, this is another plant which was given recently, about 6 months ago, by one of my neighbors. She had brought a bunch of cuttings and this turned out to be one of those. I didn't know what colored flower it would give. I just repotted it a few months back, 3-4 months back, and this has given this beautiful flower. So that flower made me think why this is not recouping, why this is not growing well. It is only this much, and it has not, earlier it had flowered, but recently it is struggling a lot. There is this plant behind it, which is a maroon flowered 5-petaled hibiscus. What is happening is this has a humongous growth, and because of that it is putting shade on this plant. And that's why it is not doing well. So what I am going to do is I am going to uproot that plant and repot in a big new pot. My husband is helping me in uprooting that plant. Though it is so much deeply rooted, the plant has not thrived at all because of the shade of this plant. It's been a real tough work to remove that plant. Finally it is moving a little bit. Oh wow, it's coming out. So this is a quite big plant. I'm using this 12-inch pot to repot the plant, but I would be closing these drainage holes with an unwanted plastic sheet. This is the sheet which I got just now after removing the Epsom salt packet from this. We can put cocoa chips, leca, stones, pebbles, anything at the bottom. Because these holes are too big, it will leak the potting mix from these holes. That's why I have covered these holes with a plastic sheet. Now I am taking the garden mix brought from the nursery. It's a 12-inch pot, so it will require quite a bit of potting mix. This potting mix doesn't seem to have much of sand in it. It's very soft. There is cow dung in it, but sand amount is very less. This is the potting mix. It's becoming a ball when I press it, and it's not very powdery. So this potting mix is not what we want. A clayey potting mix will retain lots of moisture, and already the plant is stressed. I tried to retain the mud around it, but that was too clayey and it is already exposed. Because the mud fell, the roots are exposed, and this clayey potting mix will do more harm to the roots. Hibiscus require well draining but moisture retaining type of potting mix. To this now I am adding sand, that is the sea sand. Now the texture is improving. I'll mix it nicely. In this there is quite a bit of sand when compared to the previous one. If we compare these, this has got lots of sand in it. I'll remove the pebbles, not required. Now to this I will add, there is cow dung, but I will add biocompost or vermicompost. Hibiscus plants are heavy feeders. They like vermicompost, cow dung a lot. I am adding a lot of this compost. The plant has to regain its strength and come back as fast as possible. For that sake, I am adding a lot of it. So this is done now. I have mixed everything properly. To this I will be adding Epsom salt. So this is a 12-inch pot mix which I am preparing. So I am adding about 30 grams. This is approximately 30 grams. This Epsom salt will help the plant to regain its strength and come back. It will also help the plant to come out of the transplant shock. Not only that, the plant loves acidic potting mix, and Epsom salt will give it that acidic medium. This I will be adding to this pot. I have filled the pot to about 1/3. I will now keep this plant inside. It had a long tap root. I think I need to fill this because this level has to come up to this level. This part of the stem needs to come to this level, and here there is nothing. So I need to fill the pot with potting mix. The mud has now come to this point. I'll have to prepare more potting mix because I fell short of it. I have to fill it till this level. So I need still this much amount of potting mix. Extra potting mix is ready. Before that, I will add a handful, 30 grams of bone meal to this plant, or this will help the plant to develop roots, fresh roots faster. Epsom salt is there anyway, that is also helping it to recoup. The plant is standing stable in this pot, so whatever I put is correct. The potting mix amount is correct. Hibiscus love full sun, so they should be kept in a place where they get 6 to 8 hours of sunlight. Once this plant gives new shoot, I will shift it to full sun. Now I will keep it in shade. That is about sunlight requirement. Hibiscus also loves water and moist soil, so it needs daily watering. It has to be watered daily and the potting mix has to be kept moist. Apart from that, it is also a heavy feeder, so it requires vermicompost as a nutrition. So once I have already put vermicompost, once that get used, I will replenish the potting mix with vermicompost again. I will also add bone meal and Epsom salt because it is a flowering plant, so these bone meal and Epsom salt will help the plant to flower better. Bone meal will give good quality of flowers and Epsom salt will give it the acidic potting mix which it loves. Hibiscus loves acidic soil, so Epsom salt will provide with that. So that's about repotting of the lavender colored flowers hibiscus. Once the plant gives new shoot, I will post an update also. So thanks for joining. Take care. Bye.